Hello, this is Infrastructure Leader Shankar Chandran here. I am here to share with you a short video on creative leadership that drives economic development. In this video, I am here to share my experience and technology areas that is changing rapidly. So my message here is for leaders to be more creative, especially when things are evolving so fast. The pace at which things are changing are going to be rapid and even more rapid in future. So it's important that the leadership think very creative in terms of how to take a competitive advantage. In my video, I'm sharing certain areas from the infrastructure side because that's where I come from, for the leaders to take advantage here and put companies into a competitive advantage. So why is creative leadership so important, right? So if you look at the next slide, creative leadership is often described as a catalyst to innovation. And I guess every leader here knows that innovation is the key driving force for success. Organizations like Google, Amazon, and Apple have come from nowhere into today as the most innovative companies. In recent year, in the year 2013, Nike has also been part of the list for the innovative pair of shoes that has come forward. So innovation is the one which is going to decide in terms of how you're going to place your organization, and it is a creative leadership's catalyst that drives the organization to be innovative. So it is important for leaders to be very creative. The background to that effect as to why the leadership has to be so creative is because the technology is changing at a very rapid pace. And the future technology change is going to be even more rapid. So it's not going to slow down anyway in future, it's only going to become faster and faster in future. So the leadership, creativity is going to needs to be there even more as we go forward. The innovation in the area of biotechnology, computer technology, telecommunications, in bringing forward innovative products and with better features is only going to happen more and more in future, right? We're talking about smart servers, we're talking about blade servers, and we're talking about 4G coming in. So all these are the catalysts that's driving the marketplace. Now, what this creative leader would have to do is to take this into consideration when you're making a creative decision, so that you can put your organization forward. And then we're talking about creative disruption brought to technology on national economics. So if you don't use your creative knowledge to go into the market, you're no way going to help the nation's economics. So you're talking about success depends on a large measure of the creativity, and that's what we've been talking about. So let's go back to the next slide, where I'm going to share with you few innovations that seems to be driving the marketplace, at least in recently, right? And that's important for leaders to start thinking. In terms of the products, right? I've shared with you the hardware space, where all the huge large size servers have now become very compact. The storages which was running in terabytes have gone into 1,000+ terabytes. Similarly, the servers which were supposed to be called servers are now supposed to be blade servers, and scalability is a fundamental drop in terms of how the server is placed. And in terms of the cloud, in the networking space, we are moving into cloud and giving options for both private cloud and public cloud. Private cloud is for large enterprise organizations, for them who has a huge amount of infrastructure. They can also move to cloud, but it is within the enterprise infrastructure. And in public cloud, these are mostly hosted by shared service providers for public to go back and use this on pay and use model. And then in the hosting space, added to this cloud is in terms of how you can go back and use the basic service like the web hostings and etc. These are coming in shared model. Now, on the support model, which is coming in combination with the infrastructure I was talking about, we are moving from the standalone infrastructure to virtualized model, which means you have an infrastructure in one region and you have a similar infrastructure in another region. How these can be virtualized using a set of infrastructures and applications, and making it look seamless from the end user standpoint. So making it look more scalable in productivity. And then we're talking about RIMS, which is an infrastructure philosophy of how you can go back and offer high quality, low cost, scalable kind of a remote management infrastructure. So in summary, what I'm talking about is, if you're looking at the way things are changing here, and if leaders are sitting with a philosophy that yes, I will wait for me to develop a new product, then the time consumed for you to bring out products to market is probably going to delay, right? So what you will have to do is to be very creative about taking advantage of all the skills and the products that you have, put them integrate them with some level of creativity, and offer them as an interim model to the customers before you actually bring out the actual product. And by the way, by doing that, you can get to understand the so-called responsiveness of the customer, and then you embed that as part of the features for the future models that you are going to roll out. So this is what I want to share with you in terms of the creativity and how important leaders have to be creative in trying to take a competitive advantage. Obviously, this is also going to influence the economics of the marketplace, because you come first, you actually tend to get an advantage and capture market and tend to build up the customers. Thanks for being with me, and if you have any feedback, kindly share that with me. Thank you very much.